Hey, how y'all doing? I was just sitting there, clicked on the snooze report. I was going to read that, but I wanted to get to y'all. Before it gets dark, a piece of Mars seems to be swarming with dune sand trout. So you want to go trout fishing on Mars? Hey, I have a couple of things that I want to talk to y'all about real quick. The first one is dealing with older customers. And the second one is my thoughts on how the gig economy is going to be affected as the holidays approach. So if that sounds like something that y'all would be interested in, stick around. So how in the world are y'all? I hope y'all had a great weekend. I know yesterday's video was a little different than all these gig related videos, but you know what? It's not all about work. Get out there and have some fun too. You know, you can take a couple of orders, and if you happen to see a car show or something of interest, take a minute, go by there and give yourself a break. Do something a little different. It does the mind and the body good. So yeah, I had just got on a little bit ago, and I got a spark order going to one of our, what would you call them, retirement homes, assisted living, whatever you want to call it. You know, I don't really think it's old folks home, because there's some people there that's not really that old. They just are not able to take care of themselves properly and safely. But what I'm getting at is, if they start talking to you a little bit, I'm not saying have an hour-long conversation, but give them a moment of your time. What if you are the last person they talk to? What if they don't wake up tomorrow? You know? Maybe you can bring a little smile or a little happiness to somebody. Just take a couple of minutes, 5 minutes. You know, I know time is money. There's no question of that. Everybody knows that. But for a 5-minute conversation, how much money are you losing? And how deep are you touching somebody inside? Just take a little time for them. Give them your time. Okay, somebody asked me what my opinion was on how these gig apps are going into the holiday season. And me personally, I think the food apps, you know, your Grubhub, your Uber Eats, the majority of your DoorDash, things such as that, I think those will remain steady. I don't think they'll increase. I know the weather plays a big factor in it, because if it's snowy or cold or wet or whatever, people don't want to get out. I get that. And that's going to be your busier times. But on days like this, it's like 48 degrees, but it's clear. It's just cool. You know, I don't really see an increase or too much of a decrease in that. However, what I do see an increase in is like your shipped orders, your Amazon Flex orders, your Spark orders, things like that you're actually dealing with merchandise, and even your grocery, you know, like Instacart. I see that increasing, honestly, and I really think that they will. I think after the holidays, that part will slow down, and then hopefully the food will kind of pick back up. Now that's my opinion, my prediction of how it's going to go. And you know, every market's different. You take Wichita Falls, we may have 4 days, and I'm not saying 4 days in a row, but you may have a Monday that's icy, and it may be 60 degrees Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and all of a sudden Friday a cold front comes in, and you get 3 or 4 inches of snow. You know, that's the area that I don't think it's going to have a whole lot of an effect on. But then when you get up into those areas up in the northern states, Minnesota, Rhode Island, New York, all them places where they have like really cold weather, I can't honestly say, but I would think that their business would be booming. I don't know. If y'all live up that way, does it pick up when y'all get a foot of snow? Man, Wichita Falls gets a foot of snow, we're about shut down. We did get a good snow here a few years ago, though, and it pretty much shut everything down. It was quite an experience, and it came on Christmas, too, which was nice, other than you want to go spend that Christmas time with your family. And a lot of people got snowed in and couldn't get out. Do I have a Spark order? Yes, I do. What is it? $21.37 for 2 deliveries. What is it? And where's it going? 17 items on one, and one is, yeah, I'll take that. I don't care. One's going over across town, but that don't bother me. Just be respectful. Do what you got to do. Mind your own business. Get in, get out, and go on. 5:27, we got to start the curbside pickup at 5:45, so it's not going to let me start right now. But that's okay, because that'll give us a chance to finish talking here. I don't know how it affects areas that have real winters, or winters. Yeah, some people make fun of us down south with winters. Who's the winter? No, winter, as in the weather, the season. I know, it's winter. Yeah. Sometimes we get a little laxed on our pronunciation. I do, anyhow. Anyway, let me know how it is up that way, because down this way, it really doesn't have a big effect. When it's raining is our busy time, generally. But when it's pouring down rain, I'm not getting out there either. If it's just raining, and I don't mind getting wet, but I don't want to like feel like I just stepped in the shower. But you know, in these slower times, though, that's when it's really important to have multiple apps. I'm not saying run those apps all the time, but if you've got Uber running, Uber Eats running, and you're not really getting anything, turn DoorDash on. If you're not really getting anything, if you have Grubhub, turn Grubhub on. Get a few of them going and see where your orders are coming from. Don't mean you have to leave them all running, but I've got them all running right now, and have y'all heard it go off? We've heard Spark go off, and that's why you multi-app. I've got Grubhub going. Well, I don't have DoorDash going because I can't get on. It says schedule, and there's nothing available in this area. I'd have to drive about 110 miles southeast of here, down towards the Fort Worth, Denton, Texas area. I'm not doing that tonight. Although I do want to go down to Denton and try that. But that's another story, or another video. But yeah, run multiple apps, and with any luck, and if you work it right, I think we're all going to be okay. Just don't take those little cheesy orders, those $2.50 and $3 orders. All you're doing is telling them, that's fine, we'll take them. You know, you're going to have some people take them. And it's kind of, I don't know, you know, now that I think about it, it's kind of like raising kids. You know, if you just let them get away with stuff over and over and over, they're not going to think anything about changing, because they're getting to get away with what they want to get away with. However, if you got a few good parents, the majority of you are good, and you say, no, you can't do that now, that's not the way to be, then that might kind of start sinking in a little bit, and it might start doing right. What do y'all think? It doesn't hurt to do it and try. You know, I understand everybody needs to make their money, but what I want you to do is, if you get a $3 order and it's going 8 miles or 5 miles, whatever, think about how much gas you're using, how much wear and tear. Think about the other order that you may be missing out on because you jumped on that $3 order, and you think about it. You don't have to take those. That's the whole thing. Some people think you have to take those orders, but you don't. And it doesn't count against you. It might put you in a position like I am, where I can't just dash now. But what I've heard in this area is, even if you are a top dasher, you don't always have the opportunity to dash now. You're supposed to, but I've been told that you don't. I hadn't been top dasher since probably the first 2 or 3 months I was on DoorDash. Nothing to brag about, but it is what it is. But anyway, I don't really think it's going to slow down that much, but what I do think is it's going to be a pretty much a requirement, a necessity to multi-app if you want to stay in this kind of business. I highly recommend multi-apping. And don't forget the old folks. They're the ones that was watching out for you when you was little. Now it's your turn to give them just a few minutes of your time, because they don't have a whole lot of time left. Hey, y'all keep on smiling, dashing, dancing, prancing, doing whatever it is you want to do. You're gonna grow old if you don't. We'll see y'all in the next video. Bye for now.